What is up, Fin fans? Camp is going on right now as we speak. But an hour ago, breaking news: the Miami Dolphins have restructured and come to an agreement to keep Xavien Howard. Tiny Mike from the phone, breaking news. Well, somewhat breaking. Again, this happened a little bit while ago, but I'm kind of busy today. Again, today's camp video is probably going to come out later tonight, probably around like 6, 7 o'clock. I'm going to be out with the family for a little bit, but I had to come on straight from the phone, make the breaking news that the Dolphins have agreed to a restructure for cornerback Xavien Howard, and as I am talking right now, he's magically on the field. Ankle seems fine, running 11 on 11s, doing his thing. From what I'm reading, it says the Dolphins have agreed to restructure cornerback Xavien Howard's contract. The situation has been resolved. He's staying in Miami. Thank you, Miami, for getting it done. It's believed to be the first time in NFL history a player with 4 years left on his deal has received added money and guarantees. So, essentially, this is what Ian Rappaport said. What did Xavien Howard get? $1 million Pro Bowl incentives, $3.5 million in additional incentives. So they did kind of do what I was saying that the Dolphins should do and kind of make it a little incentive based. You know, you get more interceptions, you make the Pro Bowl, like you play more, because we all know that the biggest fear right now with Xavien Howard is that he'll get injured. So a little incentive based. Rescinding all minicamp fines. Pretty sure they're he's really happy about that. And then the max for 2021 this year is he can make $16.285 million. So his money that he's making this year got bumped up. So I think he is now the highest paid corner on the team. I'm pretty sure he is very happy about that. I don't know if I'm looking at Spot Track on the other side. I don't know if they updated it, because now it's saying, and I don't know if it's updated, that if the Dolphins cut him next year, it's a dead cap of $9.5 million. So I feel like there's more of that guaranteed money that he feels more comfortable with him being on the team this year. So this year, he's getting about $16.2 million this year. Again, they gave him what, $2-3 million more. That's all he wanted, and then he has that security of being on the team next year. And I think now, first off, I'm ecstatic that the Miami Dolphins are keeping Xavien Howard, because having him with Byron really helps this defense, especially with how much we've seen the defense kind of struggling in camp, especially Noah consistently getting burned. I think this is going to really help the defense consistently stay where it was last year, having one of the most turnovers in the NFL and all that stuff. But now having him this year and next year, right? He's what? I think he's turning 28. So we have him for this year and next year when he turns 29. Go out there, right? Right now, I'm not saying Noah's a bust, and I'm not saying, he's the 30th overall pick. I'm not saying anything of that sort, but he has been struggle bus city in camp. Now, I've seen Xavien Howard took a year or two for him to get into this groove. Patrick Surtain took a year or two for him to get into his groove. So I'm not saying he is a bust. I'm not, because I don't know. I'll give him one more year. Let's see what he can do. Because this is the 30th overall pick. It's so close to being a second-round pick. It's not even funny. But now what we can do, having Xavien Howard this year and next year, is, let's say Noah is a bust, whatever. They notice it in camp. They notice it during practice, during the season. He's just not clicking. He's just not getting it. They now can go out and get that corner to replace him. Maybe it's next year in the draft. Use a second-round pick on a top corner. Use the first-round pick from the 49ers, depending on where it lands. Again, we're going to be rooting hard for those 49ers to struggle where it lands, to get another corner. Free agency, if a top-notch, corner comes out off his rookie contract, the Dolphins love to go out and scoop him up. But as of right now, it's just I'm happy. I'm happy. They did it. Brian Flores wasn't lying to us when he consistently said that as long as there's an open line of communications, things will get done. Consistently, he kept saying, oh, there will be progress, yada, yada. And he wasn't lying. And they did it for the first time. And it's because Xavien Howard isn't a man-child. And you know who I'm talking about. They have brought him in, and I said this from jump. I'm not saying I told you so, I'm not patting myself on the back. But I had a feeling that as long as Xavien Howard came into camp, they'll sit down with him, they'll talk with him, and they'll make something work. And they did. They gave him $3 million more. Gave him a little bit more money. And they made it work. And this is severely going to help the defense. Having Xavien Howard out there. Him with Byron, and I talked about it all off season, is a great combination that made the defense what it was. So I'm just happy that they sat down. You know, Xavien Howard came to an understanding. He helped the team by not asking for $20 million a year. Because again, this year he's going to be making $13.5 million in a cap hit. Again, I don't know if what I'm looking at from Spot Track has been updated. It might be updated. So let's say he's making about 15, 16. And then next year, I think he's making 14. So nothing really jumped up. Again, if I'm wrong, I'll correct it in tonight's video. Again, that's going to be coming out around 6-ish. Or I'm going to be talking about what happened at camp today. Today's camp was for the members and for season ticket holders, and it was like a really VIP camp today, but I will be talking about that later. I'm spending the time with the family today, but I'm excited, very excited that the Dolphins sat down, talked with him. He wasn't, like I said, a giant baby and said, no, you didn't give me what I wanted, I'm leaving, I don't want to be here. They made it work, unlike Mika Fitzpatrick, and I'm very happy about that, because like I said, yeah, it was 1 year with 10 interceptions. I know a lot of people are afraid that he's going to get injured again because he's only played 2 full seasons out of his 5 years. But he's that type of player. I didn't want to lose that type of player again. And then all of a sudden we go into the season and whoever's opposite of Byron's just getting torched. And we have to rely on the offense to score 35, 40 points a game because our defense can't stop the passing game. From what I'm hearing in camp, Adam Butler, Raekwon Davis, John Jenkins, Zach Zeiler, they're stuffing that run up the middle. But we'll find out on Saturday if they can do it against an opponent. But yeah, Miami Dolphins sit down to the table, come to an agreement with Xavien Howard, ton of incentives, take away his penalization from OTA's minicamp. Very excited. Be sure to comment below. What do you guys think? And like I said, I'll see you guys later tonight. Like I said, around 6 o'clock. I'm going to be doing the camp recap. But other than that, guys, like usual, stay classy. And feds up.